哇，tôi bảo tên này chơi chú hình nhân luôn tụt xe đó, đừng có theo, còn nói nhớ là nó một khen đầm nữa.
I mean, it makes sense. Oh.
Có cho nó trong câu tiếng thì nó có cho nó à. Nó chỉ phút tụi bà thay đón ra, nó chỉ của chúng nó tụi bà nữa.
I sleep with my eyes open. I have a lot of enemies. Yep.
Nó mà thế là cái ô landscape cái bố đi tiếng à, rong go cứ thôi ta phải sửa đồ sát thì nó thay lo nữa. Trong đó là nữa, cô chồng nó cổ cố thì nó nè, cổ chỉ chờ nó là khá khổ đó. Dùng có thế rồi, dùng có chấp là nó là mà thế sẽ ô tiền à, cái sinh ra nó kỳ cơ chỉ phải như nữa, nó ô đẹp cũng có số nó rồi. Ô là thế ô là mà thế ô tiền là skim nữa, ô tiền nhiều pa nhiều, đông có trái giả đi nữa. Ô dùng có cưng có cái, chú đi bên nhau cho họ kỳ đi xem nào. Được. The movie yesterday we watched, right? Rồi mà cho sống mà dùng một tí tiêu ít cái sáng là đồ tận nó cá mà qua đúng địa rồi cái chỗ nó mà ô tô trong có chấp rồi liền là có些gì thế trong có tiền này nè còn là水都能搞nói thì nó ít bộ đô la là nhiều chỉ nhau cân bộ lì thế trong nhà dùng cái nó chịu kỳ đôi cho nó lâu đó rồi tới châu xí trong có là chỉ là ô trong nhà dùng tôi say xứ tụi đây nó mà trong có chấp rồi đi chủ với cho ba đồng bùa nhau nói cho chủ đồng bùa chủ tao nó cho đồng bùa nó cho xì đâu cô vậy mà trong có chấp rồi lúc mà chín mong đồ đi cho số drop lăng nó xin à cô vậy mà anh tao chấp rồi nó lúc thôi à đồng bùa chơi thơ đốt po chạy yếu rồi tí nó nè giống gấu cơ này tao lên tết cho Florida nó nhớ chú đi nhớ đồ sáng tu tỷ u ấy tết chiều sợ gì không đi nó nữa vì khu này chỉ ở chỗ rồi đây là chân nó
Headed to Africa in search of the legendary Lion King. Talk about a main event. Happy holidays, explorers!
Waving to Donald Duck. Ôi, tao lo tụi hồi lúc nó làm chuyện chuyện cái gì à? Mà lo trong này nhau mấy cháu. làm một chuyện ngon.
Hello everybody, my name is Ducky. I'm going to be your guide on this photographic safari in the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now we have picture-taking opportunities up ahead, but we are not allowed to stop for every opportunity. And when we do stop, it's only going to be for a few seconds. So please be ready. I'd like for you to keep your arms, legs, hands, and feet inside the truck. Very important that everybody remains seated at all times, even when the truck is stopped. That's both adults and children. Children can sit on a lap, but they must remain seated. Over here on the right, you see a sign welcoming us into the reserve. Now, the word Harambe, that is a Swahili word. It means coming or working together. That's what we're all doing out here, working together to protect the animals we're going to see on safari. The adventure begins in the Little Ituri forests. Forest animals use colors and markings as camouflage. They will hide from predators. There's no copy off to the right. Dark brown body, stripes on his legs like a zebra. Very unique in appearance, but also unique because he's the only relative there is to a giraffe. Female greater kudu up on the hill over here to the left, only the males have horns. And that's a saddle-billed stork below us here on the right. Unique bird, makes no vocalizations whatsoever.
What kind of bird is it?
Saddle-billed stork communicate with each other by rattling their bills. Just before you got on board the truck, the warden told me a black rhinoceros has been seen in this area. Hope we're going to see one, but they're very scarce, less than 5,000 left in the world. Oh, here he is, over here on the left. Now you're going to look at that black rhino and say he's not black, he's brown. Well, they wallow in mud. Mud's a sunscreen. That's how rarely they're seen. Now this road will take us to the Saib River. When we get to the river, we're going to be looking for the largest mammal that makes the river its home. Anybody back there know what it is? It's the Nile hippopotamus, and I see hippo up ahead. On the riverbank over there to the far right, those are pink-backed pelicans. Their backs are pink during mating season. Word hippopotamus translates to river horse. Not related to horses, though. Closest relative to a hippo is a whale and a dolphin. Hippos don't swim very well. Sit down back there. Called a bloat, but then they leave the river at nighttime to feed. Hippo will walk up to 6 miles every night foraging. Ooh, Nile crocodile down below. 16 feet long, 2,000 pounds per square inch of bone-crushing force. Local people call it the upside-down tree. Looks like the roots are pointing up to the sky. Now we're looking out over the savannah. Home to almost every mammal in Africa. Savannah is the Africa we're working so hard to preserve. A lot of vegetation out here. Now, all the grass will be a feast for the various grazing species, like the white-bearded wildebeest I see up ahead on the right, the gray animals. Local people first saw the wildebeest, they thought they looked ferocious, so they called them wildebeest, Afrikaans word for wild beast. They're not ferocious animals at all, but they are the most abundant of all the migratory species on the savannah. Over 1 million migrate every year, herds of tens of thousands. African wild dogs back behind the cave over here.
Zebra.
Most efficient hunter on the savannah, 80% success rate. Chase their prey until the prey drop to the ground in total exhaustion. Sable antelope off to the left, that's the animal on the sign at the entrance. Their horns arch back over their back. Now, these are Hartman's mountain zebras, the only species of zebra with a dewlap. Anybody know what a dewlap is? Dewlap is a fold of skin that hangs down underneath the neck. Blood vessels flow through it. Helps keep the body cool. About the tallest termite mound I've ever seen, right here on the left. A lot of mounds out here, all built by the termites. Termites will mix their saliva with their dung and the clay and the sand. They'll bake in the hot African sun, get to be as hard as concrete. Animals use them as scratching posts. Get up close to a termite mound, though, you'll notice they're not smooth. They're pockmarked. They're porous. Air flows through them. See Ancole cattle up on the hill. Look way off to the right. Huge white horns. There's a springbok off to the right as well, walking from right to left. Beige back, white belly, dark stripe down the middle. Springbok only weighs 100 pounds. They're called springbok because they can jump straight up in the air, 6 feet. You look at the horns of the Ancole, it looks like they must weigh a ton, but they don't because they're not solid, they're honeycomb. Animal's blood flows through the horn, serves the same purpose as the dewlap on the zebra, helps keep them cool. Giraffe right here, trying to feed on the trees. They'll pluck the vegetation from the trees using their 18-inch long prehensile tongue.
Look at giraffe.
Last time I made this right turn right here, I was face to face with an elephant.
Oh, better get it over there.
Elephants live in herds, and the female elephants, they stay with the same herd their entire life. That could be 40 to 50 years in the wild. Male elephants, they leave the herd by the time they get to be 15 years old, live the life of a bachelor from then on. See an elephant off to the left. Now, a herd of elephants is led by the matriarch, the senior elder female. She's got an incredible memory. Take that herd back to locations they haven't been to in years.
Oh, we crossed the river now. Wow.
Greater flamingo over here to the left. These are the lightest colored pink of all the flamingo species. Now, when they hatch, they're gray. And they would stay gray, except their favorite food is brine shrimp. Brine shrimp contains beta-carotene. After they eat the brine shrimp for a couple of years, beta-carotene will turn them pink.
Rock going inside of the truck.
Did you see a Blake, sir?
So they get all stuff in there.
There's a mud pit.
Well, they're not smart enough to realize.
Mud pits on the savannah will attract white rhinoceros. They wallow in the mud just like their cousin, black rhino. Saw that black rhinoceros all by itself. They are solitary during the daytime, only get together with other black rhino after dark. It's not the way it is with the white rhinoceros. They're more social, docile animal. Live together on the savannah, small groups called a crash. Anywhere from 3 to 5 individuals in a crash. Say to yourself, why do they call it a crash? Well, they have very poor vision. Can only see clearly about 10 feet. They get startled, take off running. They can't see, they run into things. Crash. Cheetah right. But keep an eye on that cheetah. Cheetah's the only big cat that's a daytime hunter. They've been looking for prey. Now, when I see a crash of white rhino up ahead. There's a bontebok over here to the right, brown animal sitting on the ground. Species of antelope that's extinct in the wild, only see them on reserves like a rhino. White rhino get their name from their mouth. The mouth is wide, and the Afrikaans word for wide is veit with a V. They were called white rhino. Just got mispronounced so many times they became known as white rhinoceros. Couple of female lions up there. There's got to be a male up there as well. They live in what's called a pride. There'll be a dominant male, several females in the pride. Mammal in Africa, anybody know what it is? Back behind us on the left, warthogs. When they go into a burrow, they turn around so the tusks are prominently displayed. They're razor sharp. Predators leave them alone. There's some female ostrich right here on the left. They're gray, males are black. Largest bird in the world, the ostrich. They've got feathers and wings, but they're unable to fly. Yeah, they're much too heavy. But they are the fastest animal on 2 legs. They can run 40 miles an hour. There's some ostrich eggs over here on the right. Each egg will weigh 3 pounds. They don't build a nest, just lay the eggs right on the ground. During the daytime, the female ostrich incubate the eggs, but it's on and off. Once the sun goes down, male ostrich incubates the eggs, sits on them all night long. Warden Wilson Matua's outpost up there. This is where he keeps his award-winning Nigerian dwarf goats. Treats these goats like pets. Don't get him started talking about them and never stop. These good goats are good milkers. The milk is sweet and nutritious. They drink the milk. They make cheese.
Yeah, and then fly over to the chicken. And you want to keep it, just do that. Just kill it, yeah? Yeah, oh, I didn't know that. So you want to keep it, just hit that button again. You want to stop, just hit that button.
No, wait, Vivian, carry you up. Where? Up there, Vivian. Up.
Lá no alto, ó.
Bé là chân được, có chơi nó yêu số hả? Bé là yêu mỏ nó chỉ là rổ trong được có chơi nó nè.